Hello there, everybody, once again, and welcome to Starry Skies, the magazine programme that takes you through the night sky and shows you what you can see during the month of October. I'm Mark Hardacre.
And I'm Steve Tonkin.
And what a month we had.
Oh, it's been absolutely gorgeous. For some reason, it seems to rarely happen that the sky is clear near new moon. That's when the moon is not in the sky at all.
I think we must have had 5 or 6 nights, one after the other, didn't we?
Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous. And one of them in particular, it was so transparent.
Yeah.
It almost felt like you could reach out and grab the stars. You've got to get out on a night like that.
You do. And did you actually have any sleep that night, Steve?
No, that was the night I did not go to bed. Fortunately, it was a Friday night.
Yep.
And I spent Saturday in a bit of a dwal, as we used to say in Southern Africa.
It really does show, though, you know, us astronomers, when it's a clear night, you have to take advantage of it. There's no point saying, I'll do it another night because it'll be cloudy tomorrow. So I think we had 5 or 6 clear nights, one after the other, during the new moon. Almost unheard of. It's been a really nice time for... that stopped again, isn't it?
Yeah, well, so let's carry on because we're going to be picked up by that one.
Okay, so you're going to have to edit this bit out. Okay, so, it's been 5 or 6 nights of really clear sky, hasn't it? Been perfect. But we also had a total eclipse of the moon in September. That was a great event, wasn't it?
Oh, it was lovely. We all met up at Abbotswell Car Park in the New Forest, just up near Frogham. Frogham. And... What you've got there is a really good eastern horizon, which you do need if you want to watch something rising. And the moon rose eclipsed, we believe, because there was actually a layer of cloud on the horizon. So he didn't actually see it till it got above that. It was coming out of eclipse. But there were, over 130 people there. We had all sorts of things set up. So we had binoculars, telescopes, these smart telescopes. And people with... nothing, just their own eyes. We shouldn't say just because that's the most important thing to have. And, sharing views, sharing ideas, talking about things. It was just a lovely, lovely, nice public event. And we've got to do more of those. Yeah,
we must. In fact, it does show, doesn't it, that more and more people are becoming interested in this hobby. When there's something nice to see in the sky, we put out a note on Forest FM and other places. And before you know, people come out to see it. They want to see these sights, don't they?
Oh, yeah. And I think it helps, when people like us there, we can sort of enhance the view by showing them a little bit about what's going on and
how it happens.
Telescopic images, smart scope images. And so you can really get to enjoy stuff like that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a new month. We're in October. This week is the 1st of October. So Wednesday, the 1st of October, and then the repeat of the show will be on Sunday. And it's a great month to see Orion. If you look out of your window at midnight, you'll start to see Orion coming over the horizon. And that's my first memory of that wonderful constellation. We'll come to it in November and December where it's more brilliant and easier to see, but it's still... October is the month where you first see it and you can smell winter in the air.
Oh, yes. I also smelt winter in the air yesterday, actually. I was walking down this footpath and somebody had planted a hedge of stuff. I think it's called oleaster or something.
Uh-huh.
And it flowers at this time of year. And it's a beautiful, heady aroma. So anyway, that's going completely off topic there.
Never mind.
Silverberries.
So it definitely, October is definitely one of the best months for stargazing. The nights are properly dark again. And those lovely summer constellations, they're still around for a few more weeks. But you've got to see them only, the first couple of hours after the sun's gone down, it's dark. The Milky Way, of course, you can see. Just enjoy it while you can. 8 o'clock when the sky starts to get dark, you can look out and see the Milky Way.
It's still quite high up in the sky, which is when it's easiest to see.
But don't go out there when it's a full moon. So
no,
not the good time. Full moon this month is the 7th of October, so that's
you won't see the Milky Way in the full moon,
and it just drowns it out, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
so you can't really see much. But on you'll find it easy. Obviously, the full moon is easy to see, but it's in the constellation of Pegasus this month, which was our constellation of the month last month. And you'll find the moon just below Pegasus on the 7th, together with also the ringed planet Saturn.
Yes, and Saturn, you've got to see it through a telescope. It's one of those wow moments. I didn't see it through a telescope until I was an adult, because I just used to observe with binoculars and naked eye when I was a kid.
Right.
See, you don't need a telescope. But then I made myself one, ground the mirror and all the rest of it, because I've always liked making my own stuff if I can. And my first view of Saturn was through a telescope.
Through your own telescope.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was just, it really does take your breath away.
Yeah.
You see
And
it's real.
It is. It's like a painting. It's like it's hung in the sky. We had an occasion this last week where a new astronomer came up to our observatory at Knowlton, and I thought, let's get a wow moment. Swung the telescope round to Saturn and just said, just have a look in there, see what you think. And the lady looked through, and the first words were, "Wow, I never thought I'd be able to see Saturn like that. It really is a spectacular sight." The rings right now are pretty close, as we said last month. They're edge on to us as seen from the Earth. And that makes the planet not quite as bright as it would normally be. And over the next couple of years, they're going to open out, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, and it's going to become distinctly brighter.
Yeah. But still, it's a good time to have a look for the satellites of Saturn.
Yes. How many has it got, Mark?
Apparently, the last time I checked, it was 274 moons, 274 bits of dust and rock and gas that orbit it. Some of them are only couple of 100 meters in diameter, but Titan is a massive object, bigger than our moon.
Oh, yes.
And, when the rings are edge on with a decent-sized telescope, you can count about 6 or 7 of these moons quite easily orbiting Saturn.
But Titan is so big it has an atmosphere.
Yeah. Similar to ours in some ways.
Yeah.
Much denser than our atmosphere, actually. Titan's atmosphere is made of nitrogen, as ours is, only whereas we have 20% oxygen.
Oh, it's got methane.
It's got horrible stuff, methane and ammonia and other things.
Well, just as well it doesn't have oxygen, because the methane would ignite.
Yeah. So you can see Saturn quite easily. It's lurking there underneath the square of Pegasus when the moon's gone, of course. And if you wait a few more hours till just around midnight in October and look to the east, there you'll see rising above the horizon the planet Jupiter.
Now, Jupiter's a bit special, because Jupiter is one that you can see quite a lot of detail already, just with quite simple kit. So even binoculars will show 4 of its moons.
Yep.
I can't remember how many it's got, but I think only about 95 or so.
Yeah, a huge number. Yeah. But you can only see the 4 with amateur equipment, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Even the 5th moon, Almathea, I think it's called.
Almathea, yeah.
Almathea. I don't think you can see that with anything other than their very, very large 15 or 20-inch telescope.
Yeah, but you can pick it up in images.
Yeah.
Though. But yes, but the 4 that Galileo saw, which are Io, Calisto, Europa, and Ganymede, all named for lovers of Zeus.
He had plenty.
It was the Zeus is the Greek equivalent of Jupiter.
Yeah.
In the pantheon, the gods. So yes, that was all good fun.
When you see Jupiter, even with a simple pair of binoculars, plastic lenses, you can still see those moons.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't need special kit at all. When you think of what Galileo used to see those, I mean, he made his own very, very simple lensed telescope, so it didn't have any of the fancy getting rid of the colour and all the rest of it, false colour that you get in modern telescopes, even modern cheap telescopes. And so, yeah, he saw this, and he saw loads of other things as well through this fantastic little telescope that he just improved from what he'd heard about.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really, Jupiter is one of those planets that does keep giving for amateurs. Mars and Mercury and Venus, they're okay, but they're not great sights in amateur equipment. But no. Jupiter certainly is. You can see the bands, the belts around Jupiter.
And even it's what used to be called, well, it still is called the Great Red Spot, which is a bit of a misnomer. It's a quite large salmon pink blur.
So it's faded a bit, has it?
Oh, it's faded and shrunk. Oh, yes.
Yeah. I do remember seeing it when I was a kid, maybe 40, 50 years ago, in a 3-inch telescope, looking really quite red and really quite large. But today it's dwindling away for some reason.
Well, it's a storm.
Oh, is it?
And storms eventually die out.
Right.
Excuse me.
So it's like it's like a hurricane, is it? It must be enormous, though.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, certainly when I was growing up, the books were saying it was 3 times the diameter of the Earth. So,
right. So it's a massive thing, and it's persisted all these years.
It's now a bit less than twice the diameter of the Earth now. So it definitely shrunk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's been raging for 300 odd years.
Yeah.
So, it may grow again, or it may not. We'll find out.
Anyway, Jupiter will be at its best around Christmas, January time. So it's good to see it now. You can see it, as we said, rising around midnight. But as the months go by, it will be clear and overhead during Christmas time. So we'll talk about Jupiter in more detail another time. If you want to stay up all night and catch the rising sun or the dawn time, you'll also see the planet Venus rising in just the same place in the east. Venus much brighter than Jupiter.
Well, it's much brighter because, one, it's much closer.
Yep.
But also it's much more reflective as well. It reflects, I think, something like 90% of the light that falls onto it.
Wow.
And so it's extremely bright. It's so bright that if you watch it, as in the dawn sky, when it's still twilight, you keep on watching it. You will see it in broad daylight when the sun is over the horizon.
Yeah.
It is that bright. But don't look for it if it's close to the sun.
Yeah.
Particularly not with optical instruments.
Yeah.
Rule of optics, never, ever look at the sun.
Yeah.
You'll lose your eyesight.
It will blind you, and there's no doubt about it. And Patrick Moore used to always warn us, don't take optical equipment anywhere near the sun, and it's a good thing. Really, don't do that. Okay, so what else have we got? We've got...
we've got a meteor shower this month.
Oh, have we? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Which is that one, then?
It's the one named after the constellation you first mentioned.
You mean the Orionids?
The Orionids, yes.
Okay, and they're called the Orionids because they appear to come from Orion, right?
Come from a point in Orion. What they actually come from is the trail of dust left behind by Halley's or Halley's, however you pronounce his name. He apparently pronounced it Hawley, apparently.
Yep.
Comet, but we all know as Halley's Comet or even Halley's Comet. Well done, Bill Haley. Yep. And it's not a particularly prolific shower, but it's very, very nice meteors. Pretty fast. And don't look towards Orion to see them, because when you look towards what's called the radiant, the point they come from, they're coming straight at you, so you don't see a streak. You want to look quite a way away, and really the best place to look is usually overhead. So get a recliner, get yourself a sleeping bag or blankets, just lie out and enjoy them.
When should we be looking?
Oh, this is round about new moon, so that's good idea,
good.
Which is round about the 21st of October.
So that's the maximum peak of the shower. That's the
maximum peak of the shower.
Right.
I mean, it's not huge. It's got what's called a zenithal hourly rate.
What?
Which is of about 40 or 50. And what that means is if they were coming from the zenith, the point overhead, and you could see the whole sky at once, the sky conditions were perfect, your vision was perfect, and everything was perfect, that's about how many you'd get.
So this number is a hypothetical number.
It is a hypothetical number.
Of 40 to 50 meteors an hour.
Yeah.
So what could we expect to see?
10, 20.
Okay.
But that's still...
That's one every 3 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you're just observing the sky, enjoying the sky anyway, because there's so much to see anyway in the sky this month, when you're looking nearly overhead, then every now and again you'll just get this wow moment of a fast-moving bright meteor across there.
So what's the difference between a meteor and a shooting star? Are they the same?
They're exactly the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So,
just a popular name for it?
Yeah, it's just a popular name. It's a star. It looks like a star that shoots across the sky. It's actually ionized gas.
Right.
If you compress a gas, it gets hot. Reverse of a fridge. Excuse me. And these things are coming in, closing into Earth's atmosphere, so tens of thousands of miles an hour.
Yeah.
And they compress the atmosphere ahead of them. And it doesn't just sort of go sort of red hot or anything like that. It doesn't melt the little particle. It just it's called ablates it. It goes immediately to an ionized gas, and it's ionizing the gas of the atmosphere as well. And what we see is this ionization train.
Right. And that lasts for a fraction of a second.
Fraction of a second.
And that's the end of the meteor.
Unless it's a bigger meteor, which could land on Earth as a meteorite. And if that happens, you get what's called a fireball.
Right.
Because that's what it looks like, a really bright flash. And sometimes, if they come into the lower atmosphere, you can actually hear them. And that's called a bolide.
Yeah. So we use lots of different terms. We use shooting star, meteor, meteorite if it lands, a fireball if it's a really big flash across the sky, and a bolide if it makes a noise. Yeah. Is that more or less it?
Well, you've also got meteoroid. Oh. Which is what they are before they come into Earth's atmosphere. So before they come into it's a meteoroid. When it comes to the atmosphere, it's a meteorite. If it lands... there'll
be a test, listeners. After this, there'll be a test.
There will be a test. I'll get it wrong again. If it's outside the atmosphere, it's a meteoroid. When it comes into the atmosphere, it's a meteor. And when it lands, it's a meteorite.
Right.
And if you pick one up and it's not a meteorite and you think it is, that's a meteor wrong.
Sorry about this, Mr. Tonkin. It does get carried away sometimes. Anyway, what else to see in the night sky? Let's face north. It's a nice, clear, dark night facing north, and there right in front of us during this October month and through November, of course, will be the Plough, which is low right above the northern horizon. Unmistakable, easily see it. Now, if we look at the bowl of the Big Dipper or the Plough and look at stars 1, 2, 3,
which way are you
4,
going? Left to right or right to
I'm
left?
going from right to left. So start at the right-hand side of the Plough. Count 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then follow 3 and 4 up into the sky, and you'll find yourself at the blue-white star Vega, nearly overhead in the early evening, lower in the west as the evening progresses. And Vega is one of the 3 stars that make up the summer triangle. We won't have it for much longer, but there's Vega and Deneb, and the lower star of the 3 is called Altair. And if you get to Altair and find Altair, just a little bit north or up and to the left, you'll find 2 little constellations, and they are our constellations of the month, and they're really unusual.
They're tiny.
Because we normally talk about big ones, don't we? The Plough and Orion, but what about these two?
These two. Well, there's Sagittarius, which means the arrow, and it looks like an arrow. It's a straight line of stars with, at one end, there's 2 stars, one above the other, which are like the flights of the arrow.
Right.
And that's Sagittarius. And the other one is Delphinus. It's got a sort of parallelogram head, diamond-shaped head, but it's also got another couple of stars coming off it, so it looks a bit like a dolphin leafing out of the water, and that is Delphinus, the dolphin.
That's it. And how big, when we say they're small, if I put my fist up into the sky, is it bigger or smaller than that?
Oh, smaller.
Smaller than that.
You can cover it with your fist. So they're tiny, but they're obvious.
Yeah.
And once you've seen them, and you recognise them, they always bring a smile to me, because one is they can be used as pointers to something else, and the other one is because you've got 2 of the most unusual star names, the 2 brightest stars of Delphinus,
really?
Which I call Sualocin, or Sualakin, depending on how you pronounce your C's.
A star called Sualakin?
And Rotanev.
Rotanev. This is Alpha and Beta Delphini, the 2 brightest stars. Yeah. How did they ever get that name?
Well, they are named for an Italian astronomer whose name was Nicolaus Cacciatore.
Right.
Which
I've not
translates as Nick the Hunter, I suppose.
Right. Nick the Hunter.
And they had a habit of Latinizing their names.
Right.
So that was Nicolaus.
Yeah.
And Venator.
Hunter, right.
And if you take Nicolaus and Venator and you reverse the spelling, you get Sualakin.
What?
You reverse it. So you reverse them, spell them backwards,
What?
So, if you spelt your name backwards, you get Cram.
Yes.
I'd get Evets.
So these 2 stars are really named after the Latin version of this Italian astronomer's name.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's really genuinely, this is correct?
Yes.
How about that?
Rotanev is Venator backwards, yes. Anyway.
Unbelievable. Anyway, we have also within these two constellations, we have a couple of deep sky objects. One of them is actually just outside of Sagittarius. It's in the constellation of Vulpecula, which is just a little away from Sagittarius. But in there is M27, Messier 27.
Oh, yes. It's the remnants of a dying star.
Right.
It's what's called a planetary nebula.
Nothing to do with planets.
Nothing to do with planets at all. When these things were first discovered in telescopes, nebula just means cloud.
Right.
So they looked like circular clouds, a lot of them.
Like a planet's disk, then.
So like a ghost of a planet or something like that. And hence they got that name. What they are is, in fact, they're much bigger than planets. They're typically about 1,000 light years across, which is quite large.
Yep.
And they are the remnants of a dying star.
So it's the atmosphere that's been thrown off.
Of a sun, a star like our sun, when it comes to the end of its life, one of the things it does is it throws off its outer atmosphere, and that we can see, that gas and dust that we can see there will eventually become part of what's called the interstellar medium, right, the stuff between stars, and may condense again to form new planets or a new sun, new stars.
Right.
And so this whole evolution goes on. We should probably talk about that sometime.
Yeah, we should talk about that. But that when I get my binoculars out and look at this M27 dumbbell nebula, what should I expect to see?
With binoculars, a small, slightly elongated fuzzy patch.
Oh, right.
And it is small.
Yep.
It really is.
Yep.
It's not impressive in binoculars, but it's easy to find.
And in a decent telescope?
Oh, decent telescope, you could start seeing a shape. It doesn't, to me, look like a dumbbell. To me, it looks more like a Diabolo, the child's toy Diabolo. Yep. But if you get a picture of it, I think it looks more like an apple core.
With a bit chewed out of it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The rest of it's chewed away.
So it's a lovely, I think it's a really nice object. And as you say, a picture of it, very commonly seen. You see it all around in the media. It's a very nice object. Discovered by Charles Messier. Messier 27.
Messier 27.
And then just below Sagittarius, just below the flights of the arrow, if you will, there's another wonderful little cluster called Messier 71, also discovered or at least catalogued by Charles Messier in France in the 1700s. And this is it's either an open cluster or a globular cluster. There was a bit of a debate about this over the years. It's a compressed bunch of probably several thousand stars. It looks very impressive in binoculars.
Yes.
It's also in the middle of the Milky Way, Steve, so your whole field of view is full of stars.
Which is something else Galileo saw with his telescope.
Yep.
That this, what looked like a milky smudge across the sky, was actually made of stars.
Yep. And there in this Milky Way smudge, there is this globular cluster, this snowball, if you will, of tiny diamonds, probably a couple of thousand, or maybe 50,000
I think a few tens of thousands.
Yeah. So it's a very, very pretty cluster, and definitely worth having a look. With a decent-sized telescope, it's a very impressive sight. I was out with the telescope the other night during one of these beautiful nights we had, and it was a lovely sight. Lovely sight in a biggish telescope. It was really nice to see. So, there we've got the two stars, the two constellations of the month, Delphinus, the dolphin, and Sagitta, the arrow. And if you're interested in more constellations, do have a look on our Facebook page, on the Forest FM Facebook page, and also our Astronomical Society club sites. We've got a map there for mid of October, and you'll be able to see all the constellations we talk about.
Yeah.
And, of course, if you're really interested, do come along and join us.
Join us. Yep. We want new members. We just enjoy, you probably gathered, we just enjoy sharing this with as many people as will listen. Come along. You don't need any kit. As I said at the beginning, we like to show ours off. So you can use ours while you decide what sort of telescope you might want. So you don't buy what we call a hobby killer.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't go out and buy something for your son or your daughter or grandchildren without getting some guidance. It's free. We'll always help you. It will stop you buying the wrong thing, and it will help you buy the right thing that will keep your child or your grandchildren's interest in this hobby for years and years to come.
Yeah, indeed, and that's what you need to do.
Yep.
So do come along. We meet Well, there's various astronomy clubs that meet locally. So in Fordingbridge, we've got Fordingbridge Astronomers, which meets on the third Wednesday of the month in the barn of the Elm Tree Pub in Ringwood.
Yep. And then we have the Wessex Astronomical Society. They meet at the Allendale Centre in Wimborne on the first Tuesday of every month.
And on the second Wednesday of the month, I think it is,
Yep.
the Cranbourne Chase Astronomy Club, so just on the edge of Forest of Hen Reception, meet in the Grosvenor Arms in Shaftesbury. And all of these clubs are very welcoming, so just do come along, walk in, someone will greet you, and you can introduce you to people and join us. Join this wonderful hobby which you can take part in for free, because all you really need is an interest and at least one eye.
That's it. And come along and meet us. We love to share, as you can tell today. We will see you next month, so have a great October looking in the sky. We'll see you in November. This is Mark Hardaker saying goodbye.
And Steve Tonkin.
And
clear skies.